though close. We're not done yet. We got a weapon, which is a dual gun, which is freaking powerful. And it has, not only is it more powerful than what we have, but it has Death's Bullet. Reduce the target's HP by 95%. That'll do her. Let's go random us up an area, and these level 1 enemies aren't gonna know what hit them. Go random us up an area and go shoot a dude. Just to show off the weapons, really, because you're not gonna see much other reason to see them. These are easily the most overpowered weapons in the game, but you also have no use for them, really. Hey guys! Holy crap, look at those guns! Look at them! Go away. Look at those guns! I'm busy looking at my guns. Shut up.
This is a piece of cake.
Well, that was kinda awesome. I didn't think they looked that much different than the existing guns. Well, that should do it, though. Everything here is taken care of. So, let's go ahead and head back to the desktop, because we're still not quite done yet. There are a few things for us to do. For one, we got a new wallpaper, which you get for beating the Forest of Pain. Now I just have to find it. There we are. That is a really nice... What's the button for this? Select brings that up. So that one, or start... There we go. That is a real nice quality picture. Which one is it? Its accessories. Personally, I still prefer this one. But that should be pretty clear to everyone at this point. Also, we got the final movie, which is this one, which we just saw a second ago. Also, Crimson Versus.
Crimson Versus.
You see, I found somewhere someone had a deck that if you used after you beat Gaspard, you would never lose ever again. And so far, I haven't. Of course, I have every card. I really don't need to see all this every time. But that deck is... this one right here. Healing Waves, Come Back Alive, Operation Delta, and Haseo the Silver Dual Gunner, which you get for beating Gaspard. Not only is this a powerful combination on its own, but it also gives you Arena Combo 1, which is probably the most broken of combos, which gives you like +3 to all your cards' costs. This is a pretty ridiculous combination, and it's said that you will never lose again as long as you use it, and I haven't yet. So that aside, there is the final thing to do. You see, through all of the games up until now, I have been saving every one of these gift cards. As I mentioned before, these gift cards are essentially how you go about starting email chains with people. However, since you have a limited number, you have to pick and choose who you're going to send them to. And a lot of them you can't actually finish until you have max affection with someone. And now that I have max affection with everybody and all characters unlocked, I can send these to anybody now. So let's go down the list, and let's send them out to everybody. Now, Food, this little card here, I'm going to send one of these out to... I made a list. Bo, hey Bo, what's your favorite food? I'm going to send one to... Matsu, because Matsu's a bro. And I'm going to send one to Natsume, because Natsume's... whatever the female version of a bro is. Now, to advance this, you should really only have to, like, log in a little here. You don't even have to go in, just that. And you should get... And actually, I do think I'll crop these out, so I'll do a little more editing so these look real nice. In the meantime, yeah, hold on tight. chains. Sometimes you get some interesting information back in the short chains, but I'm only doing the longer ones. And I based them on which ones I thought were kind of most interesting. Showing them all off would take, like, all of forever. So, maybe not. send it to Pi. Haven't seen much of Pi lately. Going to send it to Alcade. Going to send it to Bo. I notice Saku doesn't really have much in the way of interesting cards. They're kind of all about Endurance. Who saw that one coming? Zelkova. And finally to Shino. Alright, we're almost done here. I'm gonna send out these hello cards. It doesn't really matter who you send them to. I don't think you get much information from anybody. I'm gonna send one to Natsume. I'm gonna send one to Tabby. In general, if you send one to any of the Azure Trio, you don't really get anything in return. It's generally very garbled. It'll be like one word, and if whatever you can make out. Have fun with that. Who have I not sent anything to? I haven't sent anything to Endurance, because to be honest, it's kind of creepy. Let's see here. Hi, Gaspar. I haven't sent anything to Pyros. And let's see here. I haven't sent anything to Saku either, but she just yells at you. I guess I'll send something to Saku, just so Now, there are two exceptions to this. There is one girl that instead gives a Bros Forever event, and there is one guy that instead you get a marriage event for. And just as always, if you log in, you don't have to log in all the way, just get to the title screen here and back on out. You can actually back out with the cancel button, you don't have to go down to exit.
So, what's the deal, Haseo? What'd you send me a card like that for? It's more lame than PKKing.
What I sent you wasn't a greeting card. It was my heart.
What? What do you...
I'm serious. I need you to hear me out.
You know, I did think... we kinda had the same way about us. And I'll gladly admit that it did make me kinda mad to see you making so many friends. And I was worried that somebody might take you away.
Really?
Haseo! Are you gonna stay with me from now on?
Yeah. I'll make you happy.
Are you gonna stay with me from now on?
She is adorable in that. Now, they did technically play a much longer end credit sequence with, like, cutscenes and stuff from all the time you've encountered them. But I'm cutting most of that out for the sake of all of your sanity. So let's load up and go down the list a little bit more. Now, that was the first one that was really a little more serious. The next two, pretty highly ranked ones, are a little more joking. First of all is Natsume. Now, you may wonder, why is this one a little jokingly? Well, if you think about it, her heart belongs to Kite pretty wholeheartedly. So, she's not gonna just turn around and do something else.
The one I really want most is that tri-edge they're talking about on the forums.
Hey, quit it! Ah!
Oh, I want that tri-edge.
And that would be one of the Bros Forever ones. It's one of two kind of joke ones, I guess. And of course, winning second place amongst all the votes, period, is the second joke one, because people apparently like to torture me. Sending it to Hindrance. Now, obviously, on the Natsume one there, I did keep those little scenes in, because those weren't just cutscenes from the game. That was actually funny and stuff.
If I'm gonna promise something, I need to go see them.
Somebody shoot me now.
entrance.
My heart was parched like a desert, but your thoughts filled it up. After all, when feelings are shared, there can be no lies.
Haseo, I never would have guessed.
I can't hold back any longer.
No!
I want to prove these feelings.
I guess Haseo has found the key of Twilight, too.
Let's go to our own private world. I pledge everything I have to you for as long as I live.
Well, I'm glad that pain is over and done with. Let's go ahead and wipe that slate clean from history and give that one another go. Now, the last three here not only contain the most voted for of all, but I'm going to do two that I just kind of felt like doing. Now, some of them are more obvious than others, but personally, I'm sending one to Tabby. Because, I've already mentioned, I like Tabby, and I did think it was kind of cute how she was acting around this. Especially, like, when she more or less admitted her feelings at the end of Roots. So I always thought that was kind of cute, so we're gonna do Tabby.
Haseo! What is it?
Well,
made me happy.
Well, yeah, about that.
Well, here I go!
Hey, wait up! I'm coming too!
I'm really glad I met you, Haseo.
Can I make like half of these true? I also really like how they did the animation where they actually recreated some scenes from Dot Hack Roots, since she didn't exactly have much running time in these games. Alright, 2 left. Who do you want to guess who I'm sending it to? As soon as I learn how this thing works. Alright, let's send it to Alcade.
Alcade.
Haseo?
Hey! Come on! Don't just stand there! Say something!
It's okay.
Oh. I'm holding you responsible! You're like the charming prince that woke me up from my endless sleep. You've got to be cool and real sweet, no matter how demanding or needy I am.
I'll make you happy.
Kay, I promise I'll make you happy too. And just so you know, I'm persistent and I never give up!
Okay, just give me these last three. Just give me these last three. I want all of them to be true. I don't know how that would work. But they're just so happy. Alright though, we're wrapping this up. This is our last one. And this means not only is this the one that I'm going to be saving after, but this is the one that everyone voted for the most. This is the one I was going to save for the very last. This is the one that is actually the canonical choice. So let's send this to Adeline.
If I'm gonna promise something to them, I need to go see them.
And that means this marks the end, the very end of Let's Play .hack GU. It's been a fun ride. It's had its ups and downs, and I have my opinions, but it's been alright. And I hope all of you have enjoyed the game. Stay tuned, I'll come up with some more stuff. Until next time, everyone.
Adelie.
Haseo, you really came.
What?
Well, I always seem to make you mad, so I was really happy when I got your card. But I was scared you might hate me again, so I'm really nervous. Sorry.
Come on.
Huh?
Just shut up and come with me.
If I'm with you, Haseo, then I can't lose!